Hello there, this is the Canuck Cowboy, and this is part 2 reassembly of the Russian SKS. Alright, we got all our parts here in many various pieces, and now I'm going to try and show you how to piece them all back together. So, basically you get your stock and your barrel, and just fit it back together just like so. Make sure you get, I got it stuck now. There we go. You get the front fitted in that lip, and make sure everything's lined up back here, and just, without too much difficulty, snap it back together. Then you flip upside down, take your magazine, just drop it into place. Don't bother snapping that back down, or it's just going to be in your way. Take your trigger group, fit it in the little notch right there that's designed for the purpose, and it should just fall in place. And then with a fair amount of pressure with your safety on, snap it back into place. Now everything's locked. Now you can close it. Whoop. Bugger. I didn't get that magazine snapped into place. So now I gotta get my handy dandy little drill bit again. Press that in. Yeah, so you're really going to want to make sure that this thing is locked in place. And it would help if you put it in the right way. I'm a real help, aren't I, folks? Alright, now, once again, pins in design place, and with a fair amount of pressure, snap it back together. There. We got it right second time around. Not too bad. Now, undo that little doodad again. And before I go anywhere else, I'm going to show you actually. Sorry, I didn't show you this before, but bolt disassembly is just very carefully, just for the extractor, just push in and very carefully let out, because there's a spring in there, and that thing, I've already lost that once, and it was a pain to find. So that's how I learned my lesson. You got to really make sure that you're gentle taking that out, or that spring is going to head for high country, just like that. Well, they say it's best to learn from example, so, you know, who knows where that thing went. Found it. Alright, get back in there. Now that you've all learned by example and seen me act like a noob, just stick that back in there and stick that back in place. There. Now, get our expensive $1,000 punch tool and our persuader, and you just, well, you know, I'm not even going to bother doing that. You get the idea. You just push out that little pin, and your firing pin comes out, and it's just on a spring, same deal. So that's how you do that. You can clean that up and blow that out and grease it up. Just make sure you don't put too much oil in there, or if in cold weather, or just from use or dirt or whatever, that could gum up and freeze in the firing position, and then it turns it into a very dangerous, uncontrollable, fully automatic weapon, which is not desirable at all. So then we attach just that little hook there, fits in that little groove there, just like that. And your bolt and bolt carrier drop back in place. And then we're going to open the magazine just to get the little doodads out of the way, and that slides right back in. You can push that back in. Now, remember what I said before, curly end goes in first, and that just slides right up in there. We pull our little doodad out again, can't forget about him. And on goes our cover plate. We push all that in place, stick him in, lock him in place. Now for the gas system, I'm going to close up the bayonet just so he's not in my way. And gas system. Alright. Pin goes in spring. And they go right back in their little home right there. And we'll push him in there, just like that. Now our rod and chamber, that just fits in right like that, and this guy snaps right in place. And that snaps back down in its original position. Now all I got left to do is slide in the bayonet, or not the bayonet, cleaning rod right in place, bring down the bayonet. There you go, fully assembled Russian SKS. Thanks for watching, tune in next time.